Welcome back to MMA Oddsbreaker. I'm Frank Trigg. Today we have Raphael Butler on the other end of the line. He's nicknamed the Silencer. It's funny. It's the first time I'm actually talking to Raphael. It's because his voice does not match his height and weight. He's 6'3", 261. So he's undefeated. Right now he's at Alliance Training Center training in San Diego. 8-0 right now is his record. Raphael, how you doing, bud?
Hey, I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, good. It's early morning, and I called you yesterday to set up this interview, and I said, "Hey, what time can I call you?" You're like, "Well, I train at 10:30." I go, "I'll call you around 10." And then, how long does it take you? How long does it take you to get to practice? You're like, "Oh, I'm living at the gym. I'm living there."
Uh, yeah, man. I'm actually staying here at Alliance. It's a good surrounding for me to be here all the time, especially at this point in my career where I'm still learning the, the feel for MMA. So it's good for me to be here at all times just to take everything in.
What did you do before you jumped into MMA? What was your athletic background?
I was a boxer. I had been boxing since I was 15 years old. I did a lot of amateur. I won 2004 Golden Gloves, turned pro after that. I had close to 50 fights as a pro. I at one point was ranked number 12 by the IBF boxing organization, and fought a lot of big names that people would know. But then I found MMA. It seemed more of a fit for my style of fighting.
So, for obviously coming from a boxing background, what's been the harder portion for you to learn of the new game? Is it the wrestling or is it the submission game? Which one is harder for you to kind of grab onto?
Um, really just the whole grappling aspect, wrestling and jiu-jitsu. Obviously there's really no grabbing in boxing, so it's really hard for me to kind of get used to that, but I'm thinking I'm getting it now, and, my trainers and training partners all feel like I'm getting really good at it now.
Now, when it comes to fighting your opponents, you're a guy that doesn't watch too much tape on your opponents. You kind of do what you're going to do. You don't really worry about the other guy. Can you break down
No.
what your opponent's going to be like and what's he going to do when he walks in with you? Like, I know you've seen a little bit and you kind of know his style. So what do you think he's going to try to do when he
Yeah.
comes in?
Um, I feel like he is going to be a gamer. There's always good to fight somebody who's always game to fight. He's going to try to rush me that first fight, try to push me to get the tape like everybody else does. He may try to take me down to the ground, like everybody else does. Um, but I really just expect for him to be ready to fight, and because he has extensive history in MMA, and nobody that has as many fights as he's had is not down to fight. So that's really what I'm expecting from him.
Have you found it hard to find guys to train with at that size to be able to help you get ready prepared for a guy to get you prepared? Because I know in Alliance there's a big disparity. You have guys like Mike Chandler, but then you have Phil Davis. So it's like this big gap between kind of in the middle zone. And then Phil, of course, is getting ready for his fight, but he had to concentrate on his stuff. He's actually fighting this weekend. Did you
Yeah.
find it hard getting enough training partners to kind of keep you busy and keep you in, getting ready and getting you prepared?
Actually, no. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Phil work, because he's enough training as it is. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
I've heard that before. Yes.
yeah, yeah, but Phil was a good help. I had Joey Beltran, and a guy that fights for Lion Fights from back home. Really good kickboxer from back home. He has helped me, and he actually came in right before I found out I was fighting Nick Rossborough, because my opponent before was a shorter guy, kind of a judo guy, and then I found out that he had backed out the fight. And then I'm fighting this taller striker guy. I'm like, oh, well, shit, that's perfect. That I have him out here now because I'm actually fighting a guy that's going to be about his size. So that's worked out good for me.
There. What is a day like for you at Alliance Training Center? Let's just like today. What's going to happen today when you train? You got up around what 9 o'clock, 9:30?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I usually get up about 8 o'clock every day just to kind of wake up before training. Training starts at 10:30. Today is boxing with takedowns. Um, then then right after that, like a couple hours after that, I do my strength and conditioning with 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 a new guy that I'm training with. He's awesome. I'm not gonna give away any of his secrets, but he's awesome. Then I usually not Fridays, but Monday through Thursday, I usually do another workout after that. So I usually train from 2 to 3 times a day, Monday through Thursday, and then I got my Friday tour days and Saturdays. Saturdays I usually do some extensive sprints.
Okay.
They suck, but they're good for me.
Yeah. Now, did you train like this before you came out to Alliance, or were you training differently before you came out to Alliance?
Before I got to Alliance, I was training way different. I was kind of training myself before I got to Alliance. I had my guys back at home that was kind of helping me, but I was kind of on my own thing. I wasn't really too serious about the MMA thing before I came out here. I just kind of fought because I like to fight, but now now that I've been out here, I'm definitely taking it up a notch and knowing that this can be a pretty good career for me.
How long will you stay at Alliance? Will it be Will you stay out there for the entire training camp, or just a little bit short?
I usually stay here for a whole training camp, but actually I've been out here for longer than the training camp. I've been out here since January. I actually got here January 19th.
And you moved into the gym January 19th, and you've lived there ever since.
Yep, I've been here ever since.
And so, do you have a car out there? Are you able to get around? Do you have to bet guys for rides? Like, how do you function?
Well, there's a grocery store that's right across the street, so I get my food and stuff like that. But as far as me traveling, I really don't go anywhere. I'm here to train, and that's what I'm here to do. Like, I don't really want to go anywhere. There's sometimes where I want to go to a movie or something like that, but I could take the city transit for that. But as far as going out and partying and stuff like that, that's not me. It has never been me. I'm here training. That's what I'm here to do.
Well, how hard is it to pick up a girl and bring her back to the gym? Like, you're out, and you're doing whatever. Like, oh, let's go back to my place. It's like, oh, it's a gym.
Once again, man, I'm here to train. I'm here for that.
Nice answer. Good work. That is really rough. That's really a real dedication. You're showing a real dedication towards the sport. You're really stepping forward, and that is tough. I know it's tough. Living in a gym, I've done it before in my past, and being there all day, every day, training, plus sleeping there, showering there. It's really a dedication that you're showing to mixed martial arts, and it's actually nice to see that there's some guys that are still out there. They're taking the rocky road, where it's a very raw kind of low living, low pricing, and you're just trying to make things work by staying close and keeping things tight. And I like it. So I appreciate you coming out here with MMA Oddsbreaker. Have fun. In this next fight, it's gonna be good, and we'll talk to you soon. But thanks for having the interview with me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Talk to you later.